my friends, welcome to another episode of Nintendo Nightcap, bringing you, as always, the latest Nintendo news. Before we get into today's main story, talking about why the UK gaming public shouldn't be allowed to vote after they did Mario dirty, we've got two other stories we got to get through quick. But before we do, if you like what you see, you like the channel, why not then consider hitting that like, subscribe, and that bell helps us out. And then pull up a chair right there as we do delve into today's first story, which is Nintendo filed a brand new patent for a brand new dock. But is it for the OG Switch and OLED Switch, or is it another hint pointing towards the Nintendo Switch 2? Right off the bat, we can see in this diagram what makes this dock unique from the past ones is that block in the center there, which swivels 180 degrees. Nintendo has done this to ease what it calls the issue with the troublesome cables. So at the moment, we know that the cables on the current docks come out of one side only. And the problem with that is that if our TVs have the connectors to the HDMI cables on the opposite side, it means that you either have to have the dock on the same side, but that's not always possible. So if you have the dock on the opposite side, it means you have to loop over the cables, causing some stress to them. And Nintendo has come up with this solution to alleviate that problem. Now then though, does that mean that it's intended for the current Switch or a solution for a Switch 2 down the line? And my immediate reaction is that it's either intended for the current Switch or it's simply a patent that won't be realized in the future. In fact, the only information I can see in the patent that points maybe towards a Switch 2 is that some of the dimensions are off. Some of the dimensions are actually a little bigger. So is that to incorporate a larger form factor Switch 2? I'm not quite sure. This is a bit murky. I know a lot of people have jumped on it thinking it's definitely information leading towards a Switch 2 reveal. I'm not quite sure myself. You guys in the chat, let me know. Do you think this is yet another piece of evidence pointing towards the Switch 2? I'm not quite sure. But anyways, next up for today. Nintendo of Japan has released yet more information and screenshots and features surrounding this upcoming diving sim, Endless Ocean Luminous, which of course is the third in the series, which started out on the Wii. Amazing game, some of my favorite chilled out games you can get. So I've been very looking forward to this, which comes out on the 2nd of May, I believe. And what else is new besides the fact that now you can take selfies with your favorite fish? Yes, well, a tweet was released highlighting everything that's new with the game. We're gonna have a look at it right now. So if we look over at this tweet released by Tokyo Game Life, we can see that Endless Ocean Luminous now can count with 578 creatures. 578, yo. You can now share seeds with other players so they can explore specific ocean layouts. There's diver customization, there's special online challenges, and you can take selfies, as I said, with your favorite fish. And you can see all of that highlighted in these screenshots, which I'm sharing with you, having a look at all the different types of fish, all the levels of customization you can do, plus sharing your codes with friends to scout the same locations together. So the game is definitely coming together very well. It seems it's a bigger, deeper, more expansive experience than the first two on the Wii. And as I said, I think it comes out on the 2nd of May. I am super excited for this. This is going to be a day one purchase for me. I'm going to be streaming it live on this channel, so make sure you check that out. But what do you guys think? Does this make you more inclined to dive in? No pun intended. Let me know in the chat, of course. Now, time for the main story of the day. Biggest for shame to the UK gaming public who voted Lara Croft as the biggest icon of all time in video games. Yes, well, not the whole public. 4,000 people took part in a BAFTA organized poll and named Lara Croft as the most iconic video game character of all time. I know what you're thinking. Yes, above Mario, above Sonic, above Leon Kennedy, above Master Chief, above anyone else you can name, Lara Croft was put at the top of the pile in a poll done by 4,000 people. But how did this happen? I have no idea who these 4,000 people were who voted. How did they put her above the little plumber who saved the video game industry? I have no idea. But original voice actor of Lara Croft, Shelley Blond, did have her own take on the matter as she spoke to the BBC. And now we can take a look over at that interview and see what she says. She says of Lara Croft, she's gone from being very pointy and childlike in drawing to very filmic. She continues, what is so iconic about Lara Croft is the fact that she is a female lead in a video game. She's all about girl power and female empowerment. She's at the forefront. She is what the adventure is. And she went on to finish by saying, I've never played Tomb Raider, she tells Newsbeat. My original copy is still in its box wrapped. So there you go. Lara Croft voted the most iconic character in video game history, beating out Mario, Sonic, Leon Kennedy, Samus, a host of video game characters. And it was a list of 20 characters. She beat out 19 of them. We can have a look over at that list because her being at the top was not the only shock. No. Let's have a look at that list right now. Can see, of course, that she is ahead of Mario, who's at 2. Agent 47 of Hitman is at number 3, above Sonic. That's not even the craziest thing on this list. It's the fact that Sackboy at number 5 is above Pac-Man at 6 and Link of Legend of Zelda in 7. Then you've got Master Chief at 8, Kratos at 9, Shadowheart of Baldur's Gate 3 at 10, Arthur Morgan at 11, Pikachu at 12, Steve of Minecraft at 13 is above Solid Snake in 14, Crash Bandicoot at 15, Cloud is 16, Asterion is at 17, Kazuma Kiryu is at 18, Ellie of The Last of Us is above Joel, who's not even in the top 20, at 19, and at the rear is Nathan Drake from Uncharted fame, of course. So that list, in my opinion, is all over the place. There's massive characters not in there, least of all Samus. So there you go. But that's what 4,000 people for the BAFTAs poll voted for, like it or not. Let me know, you guys, in the chat below what you think. What do you think of the result? Do you think Lara Croft deserves to be at the top? Should it have been Mario? Should it have been someone else? Who is even missing from the list? Let me know, guys. Right, that's today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with, of course, more Nintendo news and a few surprises. So until then, my good friends, have an awesome one. Bye.